Hey guys, it's been over 40 years since this captivating miniseries took television by storm with its epic story of love, loss, and forbidden desires. But what about the actors who brought these characters to life? Join us as we embark on a journey to rediscover the cast, their real names, their ages, and the fascinating paths they've taken since captivating audiences in 1983. You might be surprised by the twists and turns their careers have taken. Did Rachel Ward, the unforgettable Meggie, manage to defy the aging process? Let's find out. Number 1. Richard Chamberlain as Ralph de Bricassart Sergeant Getreyer, huh? Sounds like a real hard case. Keeps his emotions locked tight under a lid, but whispers say there's more to him than meets the eye. Maybe a fiery temper, maybe some secrets he keeps close. One thing's for sure, this guy ain't all smiles and lollipops. He might roar like a bear and maybe even bend the rules a hair now and then, but you get the feeling he gets results. Sure, he might challenge your beliefs about what's right and wrong. But hey, a little shake-up can't be all bad, can it? Richard Chamberlain stormed onto the scene in the 1960s as Dr. Kildare, the dashing young doctor who stole hearts. While his undeniable good looks initially grabbed the spotlight, Richard proved there was much more to him than just a pretty face. Over time, he shattered the heartthrob mold, showcasing his dramatic chops in some of the most popular miniseries ever made. Think Shogun, Centennial, and the unforgettable The Thorn Birds. These epic productions became a launching pad for Richard's impressive range and acting talent. But Richard wasn't content to be confined to television. He thrived on the challenge of live theater, earning critical acclaim for his performances on both American and British stages. This dedication to his craft underscored his desire to push boundaries and explore acting beyond the small screen. A huge turning point in Richard's life was deciding to come out as gay. For years in Hollywood, he felt the pressure to keep that part of himself hidden. But by owning his truth, he became an inspiration for countless others and a role model for LGBTQ+ visibility. It wasn't easy, but his bravery no doubt helped pave the way for a more accepting future. But Richard's talents go far beyond the silver screen. He's also found success in a whole new creative outlet: visual art. This second career allows him to express himself in a completely different way, adding another layer to his already impressive skill set. It shows there's more to him than just acting chops. He's a truly multifaceted artist. Ralph de Bricassart played by Richard Chamberlain when he was 49 years old, and now he is 90 years old. Number 2. Rachel Ward as Meggie Cleary. Meggie Cleary, born into humble beginnings, refused to let her circumstances define her. From an early age, she exuded a toughness and determination that set her apart. Her curiosity was insatiable, always asking questions and seeking knowledge like a sponge absorbing water. But what truly defined Meggie was her unwavering loyalty to her family, especially her mother. Family mattered more than anything to Meggie. They were her anchor, her source of strength, and she would go to great lengths to protect and support them. Meggie's fierce loyalty and unwavering dedication to her loved ones were her most defining traits. No matter the challenges life threw her way, she approached them head-on with courage and a never-give-up attitude. Rachel Ward's a true force in entertainment. She soared to fame in the steamy miniseries The Thorn Birds, where the sizzling chemistry between her and co-star Bryan Brown had everyone glued to the screen. But Rachel wasn't just a pretty face. She jumped from TV to movies, starring in diverse films. There was the suspenseful and romantic Against All Odds with Jeff Bridges, the wacky detective comedy Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid with Steve Martin, and the thought-provoking drama The Final Cut that explored memory and identity. Not one to be confined to acting, Rachel stepped behind the camera in 2009, directing her first film, Beautiful Kate. This Australian outback drama tackled the complexities of family secrets, showcasing her storytelling talent. Her passion extends beyond entertainment. Rachel is a dedicated environmental activist, fighting to protect nature and raise awareness about climate change. From model to actress to director and activist, Rachel Ward's journey is an inspiration. Maggie Cleary played by Rachel Ward when she was 26 years old, and now she is 66 years old. Number 3. Christopher Plummer as Archbishop Vittorio Contini Vercesi. Archbishop Contini Vercesi is everywhere you look these days. Super sharp guy who always seems to make the right choices, like he's got life figured out. But here's the thing. Rumors are swirling that there's more to him than meets the eye. Some folks say he's dealing with some hidden problems, like a calm beach with a huge storm brewing just out of sight. Can he handle the pressure, or will it all come crashing down? We'll have to wait and see. Christopher was a class act, literally. He trained in the classics and shone brightly on both British and American stages. His mastery of Shakespeare and his presence with prestigious theater companies solidified him as a true talent of his generation. He ventured into film, achieving international fame as Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. However, while he always worked consistently, some of his film projects didn't quite match his exceptional acting skills. The late 90s brought a turning point. His portrayal of John Barrymore in Barrymore was a revelation. The performance earned him a Tony Award and a shower of critical praise. From then on, Christopher became a highly sought-after character actor, bringing depth and nuance to every role. Christopher's career was a masterclass in versatility. His classical training shone through in his Shakespearean roles, making him a mainstay with prestigious theater companies. While his iconic portrayal of Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music brought him international fame, he also took on diverse projects like The New World and Syriana, proving his range. He never forgot his theatrical roots, though, returning to Broadway for acclaimed performances like King Lear. Christopher's dedication to his craft finally paid off in the most spectacular way. His powerful performance in Beginners earned him the ultimate honor, an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. This golden statue was the perfect capstone to a career that defied labels and captivated audiences for decades. Archbishop Vittorio Contini Vercesi, played by Christopher Plummer when he was 54 years old. Sadly, Plummer died after a fall that resulted in a blow to the head at his home in Weston on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91. Number 4. Bryan Brown as Luke O'Neill. Luke isn't one for a lot of talk. He's more of a quiet observer, but when he does act, it speaks volumes. He has a clear moral compass and the guts to stand up for what he believes is right, even if it means going against the grain. That quiet strength, a blend of toughness and unwavering determination, makes him a captivating character. He keeps his thoughts close to the chest, leaving you wondering what goes on behind his calm exterior. Every move he makes feels deliberate, leaving you curious about what he'll do next. Australian actor Bryan Brown dominated the local cinema scene in the 70s and 80s. He wasn't just a leading man. He brought depth and complexity to roles in landmark films like Breaker Morant and Stir. His performances resonated with audiences and established him as a national treasure. Hollywood beckoned, and Bryan took the leap. While Hollywood films like FX and Cocktail displayed his undeniable charisma, they often lacked the depth he found in his Australian roles. Independent films proved to be a better fit. Projects like Two Hands with Heath Ledger allowed him to explore the complexities of seemingly stoic characters. These roles highlighted his ability to delve deeper and showcase a wider range of emotions. Throughout his career, he consistently gravitated towards projects that challenged him as an actor, even if they didn't guarantee blockbuster status. Luke O'Neill played by Bryan Brown when he was 36 years old, and now he is 76 years old. Number 5. Brett Cullen as Bob Cleary. Bob might seem pretty chill on the outside, but his sons know he loves them tons. He's not the kind of dad who lays down a bunch of rules. Instead, he's more like a coach, helping his boys figure things out themselves. He lets them make their own choices and shine on their own, but he's always there to catch them if they fall. It's not easy being a dad like that, but Bob seems to have it down pat. A Texan through and through, Brett nurtured his passion for acting throughout his college years. After graduation, he didn't waste any time, diving headfirst into the world of professional acting. His 20s were a period of steady growth, landing roles in projects like the acclaimed miniseries The THORN and the long-running soap opera Falcon Crest. These shows provided a valuable training ground, allowing him to hone his craft and develop his screen presence. Brett wasn't one to be confined to a single genre. He demonstrated his versatility by seamlessly transitioning between one-off television appearances and feature film roles. He even took the lead in the Western series Legacy, showcasing his charisma and leading man potential. Although Legacy was short-lived, it proved to be a turning point, demonstrating his ability to anchor a television series. The mid-2000s were a breakout period for Brett. He became a fixture on prestigious dramas like The West Wing and Lost, captivating audiences with his memorable performances in recurring roles. His ability to seamlessly slip into such diverse characters within a short time frame solidified his reputation as a dependable and versatile actor. While television remained his primary focus, Brett didn't shy away from the big screen. He secured roles in high-profile productions like The Dark Knight Rises, proving his ability to excel beyond the realm of television dramas. This versatility further cemented his place in Hollywood. Brett's commanding presence and ability to convey authority made him a natural fit for characters who exuded quiet power. Directors and casting agents recognized him as a go-to actor for roles demanding a sense of stoicism and strength. Bob Cleary played by Brett Cullen when he was 27 years old, and now he is 67 years old. Number 6. Stephanie Faracy as Judy Udy's happiest when she's outside. She loves the wide open spaces, the fresh air, and even the crazy weather. Nature makes her feel strong and free, like she can be herself. You can tell she's really connected to everything around her, plants, animals, the whole deal. Judy's a bit unique for sure, and she's figuring out her life as she goes. But her love for life is inspiring, and you just gotta hear her story. A master of nuance, Stephanie Faracy has carved a niche for herself as a scene-stealing supporting actress. Whether gracing the screen in heartwarming comedies or pulse-pounding action flicks, she brings a unique blend of depth and humor to every role. Her impressive filmography spans decades, encompassing cult classics like Hocus Pocus and critically acclaimed features like Sideways. On television, she's equally at home in laugh-out-loud sitcoms like The Goldbergs and gripping miniseries. Faracy's career began with roles in films like Heaven Can Wait and iconic shows like MASH, showcasing her comedic timing and dramatic chops from the get-go. A true workhorse, she's consistently graced our screens throughout her career, with recent appearances in shows like Uncoupled and movies like Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Judy played by Stephanie Faracy when she was 51 years old, and now she is 72 years old. Number 7. Barry Corbin as Pete. Life can be unpredictable, but with Pete around, you've always got a constant source of support. He's the kind of friend who's there through thick and thin, always ready to lend a helping hand. Just having him by your side makes you feel stronger, like you can tackle any challenge that comes your way. Loyalty is Pete's middle name. His friends are his chosen family, and he would go to the ends of the earth for them. No matter how tough things get, Pete never throws in the towel. He's a true rock, a dependable friend you can always count on. A Texas twang and a love for character actors. That's what fueled Barry's journey from small-town stages to the bright lights of Hollywood. From a young age, he was captivated by these unique performers, and that passion became his compass. He honed his craft in theaters across the country before landing his big-screen debut in Urban Cowboy in 1980. This film launched a golden age for Barry. He became a regular face in Hollywood, excelling at portraying gruff cowboys, tough-as-nails lawmen, and stoic military figures. But Barry wasn't a one-trick pony. He could just as easily switch gears and play a kind father or a wise mentor, proving his depth as an actor. He wasn't just about the tough exterior, he could bring warmth and vulnerability to any role. His portrayal of Maurice Minifield in Northern Exposure wasn't just a role, it was a revelation. Barry got to flex his acting muscles in this complex character, menacing one moment, wistful the next, and undeniably funny throughout. The performance was a critical darling, even scoring him 2 Emmy nominations. But Barry wasn't a one-hit wonder. He kept the momentum going with appearances in films like the Coen brothers' gritty thriller No Country for Old Men and television shows like the teen drama One Tree Hill. Directors and producers loved working with him. His dedication and ability to bring any character to life, no matter how different, made him a true asset on set. Pete was played by Barry Corbin when he was 43 years old, and now he is 83 years old. Number 8. John DeLancie as Alistair McQueen. Alistair is one of those guys you just can't help but be curious about. He's got a friendly charm that makes you want to be his friend, and there's a hint of mystery surrounding him. It's like he has a secret past, something interesting he's not sharing. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of sadness behind his smile, a hint that he's carrying some kind of burden. Alistair himself isn't a big talker, but everything he does, every look he gives, feels like it has a deeper meaning. He's a bit of a puzzle, and it's natural to wonder what his story is. You just want to know more about him. John's portrayal of the omnipotent Q in Star Trek: The Next Generation and beyond is undeniably iconic. This role cemented him as a legend in science fiction history. But John's talents reach far beyond the stars. He's a prolific actor who has graced the screens in countless television shows. His range is impressive, spanning dramatic roles on shows like Hill Street Blues and The West Wing, to lighter fare like the ever-popular Murder, She Wrote. While television remained his primary focus, John proved his big-screen prowess as well. He wasn't afraid to take on challenging characters, delivering a chilling performance in the psychological thriller The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. This film showcased his ability to portray complex characters with a simmering darkness beneath the surface. John also demonstrated his ability to handle nuanced roles with depth in the critically acclaimed drama The Fisher King. This performance highlighted his range, allowing him to navigate both dramatic and comedic moments with ease. More recently, John took his talents to the critically lauded drama series Breaking Bad. Here, he shared the screen with some of Hollywood's finest, proving his ability to hold his own amongst the A-list. This role cemented his reputation as a versatile and ever-evolving actor, comfortable gracing both the small and big screen. Alistair McQueen was played by John DeLancie when he was 35 years old, and now he is 76 years old. Number 9. Barbara Stanwyck as Mary Carson. Mary Carson is the undisputed leader of Drogheda Station. There's no mistaking her strength and ambition. She's in charge, and she likes it that way. Sharp as a whip, she knows how to leverage her wealth and influence to get things done. Think of her as a CEO, running a tight ship and keeping everyone focused on her vision. Stanwyck's brilliance resided in her chameleon-like ability to transform. One moment, she could be a captivating comedic force, charming audiences in films like The Lady Eve. The next, she'd morph into a fiercely independent woman like Stella Dallas, showcasing a depth of character that resonated deeply. She wasn't afraid to push boundaries, tackling complex characters with vulnerability and even villainy, as seen in her chilling performance in Double Indemnity. Stanwyck's journey from humble beginnings to becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid actresses is a testament to her talent and savvy. Her shrewd investments secured her financial independence, a rarity for women in that era. Despite finding herself adored by her peers, Stanwyck fiercely guarded her privacy later in life. Though inexplicably never receiving a competitive Oscar, Stanwyck's legacy extends far beyond awards recognition. Her unforgettable performances and captivating screen presence cemented her place as a Hollywood icon. Her talent and influence on cinema are undeniable. As the film industry transitioned, Stanwyck shrewdly adapted, embracing the burgeoning world of television. She found even greater success on the small screen, proving her enduring appeal across generations. This adaptability and continued success solidified her status as a true entertainment powerhouse. Mary Carson played by Barbara Stanwyck when she was 67 years old. Unfortunately, Stanwyck died on January 20th, 1990, at the age of 82, from congestive heart failure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California. Number 10. Jean Simmons as Fiona Fee. Cleary Fee Cleary. That's a woman who's built to weather any storm. Life might try to knock her down, but she's got an unwavering loyalty to her loved ones that keeps her rooted. You can't help but be impressed by her. She's got this quiet strength, a well that seems bottomless even when things get tough. She knows what it means to be hurting, having seen her fair share of life's blows. But that's what makes her such a comfort. She's got a well of empathy and wisdom that comes from experience, not just textbooks. Fee's the kind of person who lifts you up without needing to say a word, just by being there. She's a rare gem, that Fee Cleary. Despite entering the film industry as a novice, Jean quickly blossomed under the guidance of renowned directors like David Lean. Her natural talent and emotional intelligence shone through in films like Great Expectations and Hamlet. Don't be fooled by her gentle beauty. Jean was a powerhouse actress with an astonishing emotional range. She wielded this talent with masterful precision, captivating audiences in a diverse array of roles across various genres. Jean's career thrived on both sides of the Atlantic. She shone in British films like Great Expectations, and then effortlessly transitioned to Hollywood productions like the epic historical drama Spartacus. This remarkable adaptability was a hallmark of her success. Musicals like Guys and Dolls showcased her charisma and comedic timing, while she brought a powerful dramatic intensity to films like The Happy Ending. No genre seemed to limit her, and she consistently delivered unforgettable performances. As film opportunities became less frequent, Jean embraced the burgeoning world of television. Her presence in projects like the miniseries The THORN proved that her captivating talent transcended the medium. She continued to hold audiences spellbound regardless of the screen size, solidifying her status as a legend of entertainment. Fiona Fee Cleary was played by Jean Simmons when she was 54 years old. Sadly, Simmons died from lung cancer at her home in Santa Monica on January 22, 2010, 9 days before her 81st birthday. Number 11. Piper Laurie as Ann Muller. Ann's a straight shooter. She says what's on her mind no matter what. Remember that time she told Meggie to study more and maybe throw in a few steamier books for good measure? Hilarious, right? But Ann's not just a comedian. She's got a sharp eye and can sniff out what's really going on. Case in point, Ralph and Meggie. Everyone else was clueless, but Ann saw it coming a mile away. Ralph was totally head over heels for Meggie. Frustrated by the stereotypical ingenue roles offered in 1950s Hollywood, Piper Laurie made a bold move. She left the industry to hone her craft, returning years later with a newfound depth and intensity that captivated audiences. This transformation was undeniable in her Oscar-nominated performance as the tormented lover in The Hustler. Piper wasn't afraid to push boundaries. She reveled in portraying complex, often fierce women who challenged societal expectations. This fearlessness is evident in her chilling performance as the religious fanatic in Carrie and her eccentric portrayal of Catherine Martell in Twin Peaks. She brought the same level of dedication and intensity to every role, regardless of genre. Multiple Oscar and Emmy nominations are just a few testaments to Piper's exceptional talent. Even later in her career, she continued to deliver powerful performances in films like Hound Dog and Hesher, solidifying her place as a Hollywood legend. Ann Muller was played by Piper Laurie when she was 51 years old. Sadly, having been unwell for some time, Laurie died in Los Angeles on October 14, 2023, at age 91. Number 12. Earl Holliman as Luddy Muller. Luddy's got a keen eye for what's going on around him. He picks up on things others miss. Remember when Ann Muller mentioned Father Ralph's feelings for Meggie? Luddy straight up said, "He's in love with her," like it was clear as day. That kind of insight adds real layers to the story. Luddy might not be the loudest one in the room, but he's a rock. People can always count on him for support, even if he doesn't make a big show of it. He seems pretty humble on the surface, but there's a lot more to him than meets the eye. That's what makes him such a great character. Earl Holliman wasn't just a voice, it was a whole instrument. His distinctive, smooth baritone could morph to fit a range of characters, from adventurous heroes to rugged cowboys and even vulnerable souls. This versatility, along with his strong acting chops, made him a scene stealer, whether in leading roles or memorable supporting parts. Earl could carry a film, but he truly shone in supporting roles. He had a knack for elevating projects with his presence, breathing life into characters that resonated with viewers. His early talent is evident in his work with Katharine Hepburn in The Rainmaker, while his iconic portrayal of Lieutenant Bill Crowley on Policewoman cemented his place in television history. Number 14. Philip Anglim as Dane O'Neill Danes, a genuinely good person, the kind everyone loves to be around. He's gentle, caring, and always there to lend a listening ear, a true breath of fresh air amidst all the drama. Faith is a big part of Dane's life, just like it was for his dad, Father Ralph. He feels a strong calling to become a priest, and his devotion to his beliefs shapes everything he does. He truly wants to serve others, which shows how pure-hearted and dedicated he is. Dane's a bit of an idealist, always seeing the good in people and situations. The world isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and that can cause him some problems, but his hopeful outlook is pretty endearing. With an intense gaze and a lean physique, Philip Anglim seemed destined for impactful roles. His career began at Yale and flourished in regional theaters. He honed his craft in productions like What the Butler Saw and The Contrast, before landing a role in the New York play Snow White. Anglim dabbled in television with a small part in the TV movie Muhammad, but his true ambition lay elsewhere. He saw immense potential in the London play The Elephant Man, a story about a man with severe deformities in the 19th century. With a bold move, he optioned the play, becoming a co-producer and forever changing his career trajectory. Dane O'Neill was played by Philip Anglim when he was 31 years old, and now he is 72 years old. That's all for today. The Thornbird cast brought so much style and humor to our screens. Who was your favorite character, and what moments from the show stick with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.